So welcome back to ZenTen with Jackie Rose of Zentangle. We are on day 4. Let's take a nice deep breath in and out. Getting centered, being in the present moment, letting everything go. And the first thing I'm going to suggest today is if you have any other areas like this, you can even make them if you don't. I'm going to fill these in with this pattern over here with footlights. I'm going to add some footlights to these. And then I'm going to show you what we'll do for the rest. So if you remember footlights, just find a point, draw a line, and then from that same point, draw a line out all along that opposite line. That's it. I think I'll do that over here. Really slow and relaxed. We're starting to unwind, breathing, de-stressing, or just increasing some fun for today. I think I'm going to do all of these. So I think in order to, I can leave this like this, it's kind of cool looking, but I think kind of to divide it, I'm going to round off some of these sections. So I think I will start over here and just kind of give it this roundish, taking that straight line and just rounding it. This is a technique called rounding. You just go back and forth, giving it this arc shape, turning that into a roundish shape. And I'm only going to do it on this side and the other side, so it to kind of differ, to separate each section. So now I did it that side, so now I'm going to do it over here. Oh, look what I did. I went all the way around because I wasn't thinking. I wasn't focusing, but that's okay because I'm going to continue with going all the way around because my inner artist takes over. So the inner artist comes through and just does what it wants to do naturally. So my plan was to do half of it when I was thinking, but when I wasn't thinking, all right. So there it is. Listen to your inner artist and watch what happens. So now I'm going to pick this section right here. So just pick any section at all. And we're going to put in here what we did on day 1 with this whole string. So we're going to just put in some zigzags. Just go back and forth and cross it over, kind of like a scribble, any way you want. Don't think about it, just a scribble or zigzag. And now we're going to squish in some orbs in each one of these sections. So the way we do that is we just trace along the edges, round off the corners, like we're squishing an orb in each one of these sections. Just trace along the edge, round off the corners, on every section. This is a meditative practice. Go nice and slow. So this pattern is called Nzeppel. A lot of you already know that. Many of you have done this pattern. I love it. One of my favorite patterns. I just like tracing along the edges. I like how it looks. I like drawing the zigzag scribble is what I call it. And how cool is that? So let's do that again. Find another section. Do a zigzag. Not thinking about it, just enjoy the zigzag scribble. And then you put in your orbs. Just squish them in there. And we're going to do that again. Any other section. Now remember, we all have different number of sections because when we drew our string, we just did a zigzag. So we all came out with a different amount of sections, which is very rare to do a string like that. So it's kind of a little different, but fun. And it gives you a little bit more flexibility to tap into your own creativity and decide if you have extra sections. Maybe you like to put in a different pattern that you know is one that you really enjoy drawing. Or maybe you liked something we did this week and you want to do it some more, put it in another section. And that's what we'll do for the rest of today, for the rest of the few minutes we have left. I'm going to keep going with Nzeppel. I might change my mind when I get someplace. Actually, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to poke root. Since I have so much room, I'm going to put in another poke root, maybe right here. And I might not do it exactly like that one. Oops. We'll see. Because this is an intuitive art form, we just got to focus on being in the present moment. And at this present moment, my desire is to draw this pattern poke root. And as a CZT, Zentangle, certified Zentangle teacher, and being as spiritual as I am, I totally trust and believe that I am receiving intuitive guidance on what I should be teaching and demoing to you. Now, doesn't mean you have to do what I do, but it may inspire you to do something else. And I think this is a little area, I'm going to color in the background. So the ZenTen, the daily ZenTen, Monday through Friday, is all about you doing a little bit of Zentangle to relax, to clear your head, to have fun, to open up those creative juices. It's not to copy exactly what I'm doing if you don't want to. Of course, I'm here to instruct, so you don't have to think about anything. But the goal is not to do exactly what the lesson is today. The goal is to have a relaxing, joyful, mindfulness art practice, being in the present moment without having to think about anything, but following your own intuition automatically. So now with the rest of this, I'm just going to keep doing Nzeppel. So I'm just going to give it these zigzags and then put in these orbs, which are imperfect circles. Some people call them balloons with the pattern Nzeppel. They say we're squishing in some balloons. And yes, it can be that messy. So I think, oh yeah, I think I'm going to continue with Nzeppel. There we have it. So Nzeppel was this one right here, Nzeppel. All right. So tomorrow is shading day. So bring your pencil tomorrow. Where to go? And your tortillon or a Q-tip or a blending stick, stump, and come back tomorrow. We'll do shading. Please give this video a thumbs up and have a wonderful, relaxing day.